I have nothing against people out there that use steroids. None whatsoever. If you putting that work in and that's what you choose to do, you are an adult and you can do what you want to do. And look, the truth is, most people that use, they're in here grinding and they're doing it for their own personal use and they're not out lying to people just trying to make a dollar, right? But let me tell you this. Anybody that still thinks that Mike O'Hearn, Simeon Panda, or any of those guys are actually natural, man, you are the people that are still waiting for Santa Claus to arrive on Christmas Eve and eat your cookies and milk, okay? There is absolutely no chance. Those dudes get paid to be juiced up. And that's their thing. Look, man, they'd be beasts without it. They just wouldn't be quite that big at all, okay? But those dudes are strong without it, and you can get an amazing physique. You don't need that stuff. Try to see how big you can get. Try to see how strong you can get without it before you even consider it, especially for the young boys out there. And if you're not in the shape that you want to be in, you can definitely get in that shape today. Today can be the day. You have an opportunity today to change all of those bad habits from the past, that cycle that you've been on, where you've done a little bit and then you've reverted back. You've done a little bit more and then you revert right back. Today's the day to make that change. Today is a new day. Anyway, let's get a set of these incline chest presses in. Pretty heavy, 3 plates. And then let's see where the workout takes us from there. I'm trying to control these on the way down instead of just throwing the weight around. Man, we're getting this thing started right today. And, oh, you know what I wanted to talk about real quick? I'm getting a lot of comments from people, man. Are you really natural? 100%, man. I'm 6'2", 197 pounds right now. The heaviest I normally get to is about 210 when I'm bulking. And when I'm cutting, I'll get down to 185, things like that. One of the things that you have to look at when you're trying to figure out whether or not somebody's natural or not, number one, have you ever made a transformation yourself? Because if you haven't, I don't know what information you're basing this on, just what you heard from somebody else. I mean, we all have presuppositions and things that we believe, but then there's the truth, right? And just because you believe something doesn't make it the truth. One of the things that I always look for, more than anything else, now that I've actually done a transformation, is, are you getting leaner and bigger at the same time? Because for me as a natural, I can tell you right now, no matter how much I eat, no matter how much I work out, cardio, weight training, it's very hard for me to get bigger and ripped at the same time. I have to choose. And right now I'm on a summer shred. This is day 48, 49, somewhere around there. And every single day I got to wake up, get my cardio in, but I'm not getting bigger. I might look a little bigger on camera, but that's not the case. I'm losing weight. And another thing I hear people say, oh man, because you have vascularity, like veins in your chest. I can't help that my father had that. He never stepped foot into a gym in his entire life. He worked on glass, man, put windows in commercial buildings and houses and things like that. Had the biggest forearms I ever seen, but wasn't really muscular, just, you know, a normal looking guy with strong forearms, and he had veins despite not being in the gym working out. So thanks, Dad. I appreciate that. And for the people that genuinely say, man, you really inspire me, man. I believe you. You know, it's just, you have a really good physique. I do take that as a compliment, man. No matter what you say, if you say, hey, man, it looks like you're enhanced or you're on something, as long as you're not disrespectful, man, I do take that as a compliment. The things that I don't take as a compliment are the people that just come on and they just assume that they know you, or that they assume that you're on this or on that when you've never taken anything. So yeah, just wanted to get that off my chest, man, because we got a lot of new subscribers. The channel has gotten a ton of growth recently. For some reason, the algorithm's just been pushing my videos recently, within the last 5-6 days. At one time, I was putting so much work in and it wasn't going anywhere. And now it's really starting to take off. So it's exciting, man. I got a lot of stuff planned, a lot of new things coming, man. But look, it's possible. If you put that work in every single day, you stay consistent. And you know what? You find something that makes you a little crazy in the head, like something somebody said about you or said to you, or somebody that didn't believe in you or somebody that did believe in you. Whatever you need, use it as your motivation. Because once you get that motivation, now all you got to do is actually get into the gym and put the work in. If you start doing that day after day, it's going to become a habit. And once you form a habit, those are really, really, really hard to break. Anyway, let's get some back work in. We got a big chest and back day today. Woo. Trying to make sure I go to failure today. That's the biggest goal. So 2 warm-up sets that you didn't see after doing those incline chest presses. And yeah, we're rolling on. It's gonna be a good workout today. I think we're gonna do some weighted dips after this, man. Those are my favorite. In case you don't know, I think the king of all upper body exercises, weighted dips. So I see my buddy over there, he's got the weighted dip belt. As soon as he's done, we're gonna hit some of those. All right, fellas, the king of all chest exercises right here, weighted dips. If you're not doing these, start doing them. You can start with body weight. You don't have to start with weight. I'm gonna get a warm-up set in because I never do anything without warming up. So I work my way up. We probably won't go too heavy today, maybe 3 plates at the most, but I wanna get some good reps with 2 plates here in just a moment. Anyway, let's get it. All right, let's go with 2 plates this time. And another thing too to keep in mind when it comes to like the natty or not stuff, I've been working out, I've been training hard for 15 years. I just wasn't consistent for 14 years. So during that time, I was able to put on some muscle. The problem is, like most guys out there, there's a layer of fat over top of it. We go to work, we have families, we got relationships. There's other things going on in life. We're not devoted to 100% of the time, like trying to look like a bodybuilder that's going to be competing on stage. So I would go in the gym, work out, hit the weights hard. Then you wouldn't see me for a couple of weeks. And then I hit it hard for a couple months and I'd be out the gym for a couple of weeks, sometimes 6 months at a time. And there were periods where I didn't even want to work out. And recently, because of the divorce situation, man, I got 4 kids. For those out there that have gone through something like that with kids, it's hard. And I needed something mentally to give me something to look forward to. I was kind of depressed during that time. So I started going to the gym and I said, this time I'm going to get in the best shape of my life. I stopped watching all the guys that were on gear and I started watching dudes like Alex Leonidas and GVS and Joel Kellett, and started listening to podcasts like Longevity Muscle and things like that. And what do you know? 6 months later, I was in the best shape of my life. I surprised myself looking in the mirror and I'm like, damn, I got veins in places I've never seen them before. So let me just tell you, it's possible. If you really want it bad enough and you're able to actually get in and put the work in, and you can do that consistently for a period of time, a month, 3 months, I'd recommend 5, 6 months before you get discouraged, you're gonna see some phenomenal results. Woo! Let's get a set of pull-ups in, but there's a way that I like to do these that when you're kind of pressed for time and things like that, you can actually work other muscles too, always advantageous. So whenever I do chin-ups, I like to do them so I can get some biceps in, but also like to do some hanging leg raises and kind of keep my legs straight so that I'm keeping that tension on the abs. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So a hanging leg raise and a chin up. Woo. All right. No more playing around now. 3 plates. Let's go. That was a bad rep. Woo. That was a bad rep at the end. Man, so a lot of you guys don't see the warm-up sets that I do because I'm very afraid with past shoulder injuries and things like that to jump in and just go heavy. Obviously, I could probably get 2, 3, 4 more reps if I was fresh, but I take the time to really warm up all them joints and them ligaments because I'm in it for the long run. 6 reps. After 4 heavy sets on the incline, hammer strength, we've already done 3 sets of dips before that one. And the back work, not the best, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Let's go. Whew. Whew. Got a little bit of wrist pain on this side. It was aggravating me, but I didn't want to stop the set. Whew. Let's just do a drop set. Let's just do a drop set on here. Catch my breath. 10 seconds. Whew. Man. Come on, Tim. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a little bitch today. Let's go. And look, man, I don't have anything against people that use steroids, man. It's just I respect the people that are honest about it. When you're lying and shit, that's like you're cheating. You know what I mean? Like you're getting this extra boost. It's like if you're playing a video game. When I was growing up, we used to have cheat codes, right? It wasn't that the cheat code made you completely win the game where you didn't have to put any work in. It just made it easier for you to get from level to level. And that's really what steroids does. It does assist. Because anybody that says, come on, man, it's not the steroids, it's just the hard work, then why do you take the steroids, right? But to all my brothers out there grinding, putting that work in, that's on something, I understand when you get older, sometimes it helps. My brother's 10 years older than me. I'm 39. He's 49, and he's on like TRT, he was telling me. And he did it because he was feeling depressed and had low energy and libido and just different things like that. So, man, I totally understand. You got to do what you got to do. However, I've been natural my entire life. The only thing that I've ever used is creatine and marijuana. Yeah, I still like that green herb. Anyway, let's go ahead and get a set in of these kind of like Arnold dumbbell presses, where it's like a half fly, half press. Very good for chest development. Let's get it. Woo! It's just we're not at Planet Fitness. I can throw my weights. Ah!